What's up? I hope you're having a wonderful, peaceful, delightful day on our sweet, gentle planet Earth. Well, it depends on where you are if the planet is sweet to you. Because I know right now some parts of the world are experiencing severe weather conditions. But regardless, it's our only planet, the only planet you know. So I hope wherever you are, in Africa, America, Europe, Australia, China, Japan, wherever you are, I hope you're having a wonderful, peaceful, and delightful day or evening. Let's discuss today 10 reasons to line dry your clothing. Alright, so you heard what the title was? What are the benefits of hanging your clothes on a, quote, clothesline? Are there any benefits to that? That's what we're going to discover. Alright, moving right along. The first one was something your grandmother did on a regular weekly basis. And not just your grandmother. For thousands of years, human beings, when we dried our clothes or when we washed our clothes, we set them out to dry. Now, I don't know how they set them out to dry. They could have laid them on a rock for all I know. But it seemed like most people had the natural thing to put them on a line. Because a clothesline or a string is something that has existed for basically since the fire age. So we always had some type of line or rope to hang stuff on, to pull us up, whatever. So, for hundreds, for thousands of years, human beings has been drying their clothes outside. So, drying your clothes is not something that your grandmother did. Her grandmother did it, and her grandmother did it. So it's basically like a tried and true human tradition. So that's the first fact. Drying your clothes is an established human tradition that spans back 50, 60, 100, 200, 300 years. Go all the way back to the first humans who had to dry their clothes some type of way after they washed it. Moving right along. Number 2, line drying clothes saves you money. Let's say it again. That's something that we all want to hear. We all want to hear that word. Save you money. The average household in the United States, where I happen to live, spend $200, at least $200 each year on electric or natural gas drying of your clothes. So now that is a lot of money for the whole. Every year we spend at least $200, and I'm assuming, and that's just with a family of 4. What if you got a family of 6? How much do they spend a year on clothes? $400, $500? That's a lot of money you can save, and add that up over time. Year 1, $200. Year 2, $400. Year 3, $600. Year 4, $800. Year 5, $1,000 that you could have kept in your pocket if you line dry your clothes. Now I do know on the East Coast we cannot use all 12 months to dry our clothes because we do have winter here. I live on the East Coast, the state of Maryland. December, January, February, we have severe winter here. Snow, ice, sleet. So it's not for us, it's not easy for us to dry our clothes 12 months a year. We can line dry for at least 9 months. So we can still save a lot of money. East Coast, where severe winters happen, we can at least line dry our clothes for at least 9 months and save, we probably still save $150 just doing that. Next on the list, the third one. Line drying promotes energy conservation. That makes common sense because you're not using electrical power. You're not using natural gas. You're just using the sweet sun and the sweet wind to dry your clothes. Line drying conserves energy and helps protect the environment by saving precious fossil fuels. It is the pinnacle of green laundry living. There are more than 9 million clothes dried in the United States, according to the Association of Home Appliance Manufacturers. Air drying clothes can reduce the average household carbon footprint by a whopping 2,400 pounds a year. If all Americans line dry for just half a year, 6 months, it would save 3.3% of the country's total residential output of carbon monoxide, experts say. So, line drying your clothing, it just don't benefit you. It benefits, as I said in the beginning, in my introduction, it benefits our sweet Mother Earth, our sweet planet. Because we're not burning up fossil fuel, polluting the environment. So, we conserve energy and we help protect the earth. Moving right along, next on our list, number 4. Line drying clothes enhances freshness and help remove strong odors. I didn't know that. That's new to me. So let me read this article. Line dry clothes and sheets smell much fresher than clothes that are tumble dried without the use of additional chemical laundry fresheners like dryer sheets and fabric softeners. This is particularly important for those sensitive to perfumes and dyes used in detergents and dryer products. So I didn't know that. Line dried clothes smell fresher. It doesn't harm your body with those perfumes and detergents. Oh yeah, that makes sense too. Less chemicals, because whenever when I use the dryer, you stick them little sheets in there. You stick that that little sheet of paper to make your clothes smell fresh. So that is adding chemicals to your clothes. When you line dry your clothes, you're not using them little fabric sheets. You're just letting Mother Nature or Earth take care of your clothes. She putting her unique scent into the clothes. And fresh air is less expensive than dryer sheets. Yes, those dryer sheets that I was talking about. Them little rectangular sheets that you stick in the dryer. Next on the list, number 5. Line drying is gentle on clothing. Let me reiterate. Line drying is gentle on clothing, tossing and tumbling, and a dryer can cause wear and strain on clothing fabric due to stress on seams and snags from buttons and zippers. Excessive high heat in the dryer can actually ruin some fabrics and cause irreversible damage. Line drying, what this article is about, is more gentle to fibers. Yes, because all you're doing with line drying, you shake it to get out the extra moisture, and you just hang it up on the clothes and let time, the sun, and the wind do its magical effects on your clothes. No tumbling, no putting stress on your zippers, no putting stress on your seams. Your clothes just hanging up there and just blowing in the wind. Blowing in the wind. So who can beat that? Next on our agenda, number 6. Line drying increases physical activity and promotes weight loss. Yes, we know that. Because to line dry clothing, you have to move. You're not just sitting there with your legs crossed, watching your clothes in the dryer go counterclockwise or clockwise. You're not just sitting there looking to dry your clothes on a line, you have to engage in some physical activity. It's like physical activity, but keep that in mind for you all who want to lose weight. Line drying your clothes is forcing you to move. You're expending energy. You're not burning a whole lot, but you're moving. Drying, there's no moving. You just toss them in the dryer and go your merry way for 30 minutes. But for line drying, you have to move and engage in physical activity, which helps to reduce body fat and burn additional calories in a meaningful way. Alright, here's the next one. Number 7. Line drying helps whiten and, here we go, disinfect laundry. Let me read that again. Line drying helps whiten and disinfect laundry. Let's read this up. The ultraviolet rays in the sunlight helps to bleach and disinfect laundry. So those ultraviolet rays is doing something else. It gives nutrients to our skin and it's disinfecting your clothes by killing all them harmful germs and parasites that still may reside in your clothing. This is particularly beneficial for white sheets, towels, and clothes diapers. However, for dark colored clothes, excessive sunlight can cause some harm to keep them in the shade if possible to prevent fading. So the negative effect is if you have bright colored clothing, that sunlight, as you all know, if you ever hung up a poster outside, you see a poster sitting outside for months or years, it starts to fade and turn blue. So if you got colored clothing, the sunlight can lighten and affect your colored clothing. But the beneficial thing is if you got white clothing, which we all do, it will help to disinfect your clothing. And I'm sure it's disinfecting that colored clothing too. And it just may take away some of that color. Continuing on to number 8. Line drying clothes inside increases winter humidity. Now, yes, you can put hangers in your bathroom to dry your clothes in your bathroom with lines. You can do that. You can by some method. I'm not going to go over that. That's for another episode. But you can hang up your clothes in the bathroom with the proper equipment and tools. You can put lines in your basement. I mean, in your anywhere in your house, really. But preferably your bathroom, because so the dripping water can go right into the tub. So here's number 8 again. Line drying clothes inside increases winter humidity. That's helpful for us East Coast people, because we need humidity during those cold months. That helps us out. So we don't get that static, that static charge, because it's not a lot of humidity. When you touch something, you get that static. That's a decrease in humidity. So drying your clothes will increase the humidity in your house. The colder temperatures and dry air of winter typically drops the humidity level inside homes. Okay, so winter drops the humidity level. Lower humidity can contribute to dry nasal passages, which we know of, which welcome cold and flu viruses. So by drying clothes in your house, you can medically reduce your chance of catching a flu, the cold, or some type of sickness during the winter season when colds and flus run amok. Number 9. Line drying clothes prevents fire risk. That's huge right there. We know about that. Line drying your clothes prevents fire risk. Now I'm gonna read the article first, then I'm gonna get into that. Clothes dryer fires account for about 15,600 structure fires. Woo, that's a lot. 15 deaths and 400 injuries annually in the United States. The yearly cost in the United States for fire loss due to clothes fires is estimated at $99 million. Using an indoor dryer rack or outside line will help prevent dangerous fires. I discovered this. If you have a dryer in your home, you have to from time to time clean out that vat. Because you know our dryers pump, you know, it gets the air and pumps stuff to the outside. So in that to that vent leading outside, a lot of lint build up. So the fires from dryers come from that build up and lint that gets stuck in those vats. And I don't think a lot of people go around cleaning their vats out every year. Over time, 5 years, 6 years, it can be a huge amount of lint stuck in that pipe that pump out that hot air from that dryer. Remember that, people, if you use that dryer, you have to, from time to time, find that pipe that leads outside and clean it. And last but not least on our list, ladies and well, it's not, it's number 10, because I did say 15. So number 10, line drying clothes can create peacefulness and harmony. Let me read it again so I can make it sound more better. Line drying clothes can create peacefulness and harmony. Yes, I line dry my clothes, particularly during the summertime. I like line drying my clothes because when I'm line drying my clothes, not only am I engaging in peaceful activity, it lets you become more in tune with yourself. You get to think about, you know, daily events, and it feels more peaceful. When I'm hanging my clothes and I'm shaking the water out of it, it is peaceful. It does reduce your stress level. You're not upset. Like, if you're angry and you washing your clothes, you hang your clothes, it helps to put you in a more harmonious, peaceful state. Alright, it said the average amount of time needed to hang a load of laundry is less than 10 minutes. Yes. But taking that time to enjoy the weather, the feel and smell of clean laundry can offer an outdoor experience that is meditative, as I stated earlier, and help reduce stress, again, as I stated earlier. So there are some therapeutic benefits to line drying your clothes. Now I do know too, when you use a dryer, actual dryer, it is therapeutic when you folding your clothes up and you make them into a nice pile after you use the machine to dry your clothes. So it is therapeutic there too. But when you're doing that, you're inside your house. You're inside the laundromat. When you fold up your clothes off the line, you outside. You are experiencing the nice, sunny, warm breeze of the summer air. Continuing on to number 11, line drying clothes is one small step in making a difference. Let's read this. Line drying laundry demonstrates that you and your family are taking small steps to make a difference in your well-being. We already saw some other benefits to it. You don't have to wait for the government to take action to protect the environment or reduce your monthly expenses. No, you're taking charge. By line drying your clothing, you taking in charge by saying, look, I care for the environment. I'm not waiting for the government to put all them regulations up. I'm protecting the environment by hanging up my clothes. I'm reducing my monthly expenses to the gas and electric company. I'm doing what I can for myself and for my environment. And that concludes our little discussion, ladies and gentlemen, of why you, like me, should line dry your clothes. Thank you. If you like this little comment, please give me a thumbs up. If you would like to hear future content, click on that little button so YouTube will alert you to when I add new content to their YouTube database storage. So subscribe, thumbs up. If you want to give me a thumbs down, I can take it too. You all have a wonderful day. Thank you for stopping by. Alright. Dang, that's 21 minutes.